Hey guys, my name is Lacey and this is Lacey Made Crafts. Today I'm going to teach all of you how to make an envelope and a card using supplies that you probably have at home. I think this is a really good activity to do since we can't go out and you might not have an envelope or a card since you're stuck inside. And I hope that it's very useful for all of you. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. Also, if you have any ideas for future activities for me to do, put them in the comments below this video. Alright, let's get started. So I'm going to start off by showing you all how to make an envelope using just a regular piece of paper. This is just regular computer paper. So we're going to start off by making a perfect square. I'm going to fold down a corner. You can use either corner depending on which one is your dominant hand. I'm going to start by folding down the right corner. You're going to make a crease, so it's going to look like a triangle. And you're going to have about this much paper left. You're just going to cut it off. Doesn't have to be perfect, even if it's called a perfect square. There we go. I like to keep these little extra pieces of paper for other crafts. So if you have a box, you can just throw them in there and use them at some point. So here's our square. It has a line through it. So we're going to turn it and make a line through the other part. So it looks like an X. Alright, there's our X. But we're going to turn it so it looks like a diamond. The X looks like a cross. And we're going to fold in both of these corners like that. So, alright, this is what our paper looks like. These are the two parts of a envelope that meet, and this is the bottom. We have this middle line. We're going to make a line right here. So we're going to have this triangle, and this is going to be more like a square. So let's go ahead and fold that up. Now if you want a super basic envelope, you could just tape these three sections. There you go, envelope. But I'm going to make it look more like an original envelope. So I'm going to fold that part back down. And I'm going to fold this end to this line. It might go over the line a little, and that's okay. So just like that. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. So we have these two flat ends right here. I'm going to fold them in. Doesn't have to be a precise measurement. You're just going to fold them in a bit. So we have these two ends are flat. This end is flat. And we're going to fold it all the way a little bit past this where the triangles meet. So here we go. Just goes a little bit past there. And there's our envelope. And we're going to fold the top of our envelope down like so. Alright, so you can either glue these or tape them. Doesn't matter. I just usually tape it because I think it's faster, more simple. There you can see the creases. If you're bothered by the creases, I would just practice until you don't have to crease so much, or try to crease lighter. It doesn't really bother me because I decorate my envelope and I think people aren't really like concerned with the creases. It's up to you. So now I'm going to show you how I decorate an envelope. There are so many ideas I have for this. So if you do like it, comment below and I will try to show some more in the future. Today I'm just going to do like an Eastery theme because I think it's great for the occasion. So here we go. We're going to start out by making a rabbit. I really like to draw animals, but I haven't really ever drawn in front of anyone, so just hang in there with me. We're going to start out by making its face. I always hear a lot of people tell me that they're not artistically inclined. I have to say, I know you've heard this a million times, but practice makes perfect. I think if you think of it as lines, it really helps, at least for me it did. So this is just a curved line, you know, just simplifying it as best as you can. So I'm gonna make it a big hat, like a beret. Just remember, you know, to do your drawing in pencil, and you can always erase it if you don't like it. I'm gonna give it some big ears. I used to think I was not artistically inclined either until I practiced, and then I got better. I had to find the right thing for me too. So you can draw whatever you want if you don't like rabbits or you're not good at drawing rabbits. I know it looks rough, but it's gonna turn into something. I did find a picture similar to this online, so I'm going to link it below. I like to get some ideas before I start. It helps me, so I hope you guys don't mind. And then I like to make it my own, which is the fun part. So I think I'm gonna leave it wearing some little pants. I think you can wear a dress with pants. It's like a tunic. She does what she wants. There, that's cute, I think. What do you guys think? So let's darken in some of the lines we want to keep. I think I want to give her some little rosy cheeks. And then we're going to give her a little apron. I feel like maybe she's wearing one, so she doesn't get her dress messed up. Then we're gonna put some little paint splotches on it. Then I'm gonna put some paint splotches on her hat. Like, this is the hat she wears whenever she paints. There. How's that look? Good. So then we're going to make a little box. Like, this is going to be for the address. I normally put my return address on the back because I don't have room. Here is the back of my envelope. So normally I just put return address and then just put it right here. I will copy this in marker or pen so that way it's more clear. Right here, sometimes I like to draw a little picture. I think that's cute, so we're gonna draw another little bunny, just a little tiny one. So something that I wanted to add to the rabbit is maybe some grass. And then I'm gonna put some extra Easter eggs beside her to make it look like she did a lot of painting. She has a lot of paint on her. Good, then I'm gonna actually put in a little tulip in the background. Tulips are my favorite, and the very springy. This is not a good tulip. Whoa, not bad. I feel like tulips are pretty easy to draw. Maybe. I'm kind of feeling. Alright, I think that gives it a little bit more character. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make an Easter egg card. I want to make one that looks like this. So I started thinking, how am I going to show you guys how to make an Easter egg, especially if you're a perfectionist and you really want to make a perfect egg. So first of all, I have some templates that you can print out. I found them on Pinterest. There are many more on Pinterest, some which are decorated if that's what you want. So you can look there, or look below this video, and I'm going to put some links to a couple that I found. One of them has different sizes, so I think that's useful. Then I found some other ideas on how to make little Easter eggs, some of them not quite as big as this one, so I thought I would try them on the channel because I thought that'd be fun to try it together. And first of all, let me just say sorry for what I call my creative mess. I am an online teacher, so I have a lot of props, and the rest is just my art stuff, so excuse that please. And I'm sure you're wondering what all of this is. I have some cookie cutters thanks to my sister, so shout out to her. I'm sure she wanted me to make her some cookies, but instead she will have to be okay with this video. So I thought these were a good idea. I saw on Pinterest where they just took that, put that Easter egg down like that, and then just traced it with a pencil. You could trace it on the outside or the inside depending on, you know, how big you want the egg. So there we have an egg. And then I also saw where they took a potato and they cut the potato. I'm gonna cut it right here on the paper since I already got it wet. I washed the potato, so I just chose a small potato. And I saw where they like used it as a stamp, like to stamp eggs. And I also saw where they like cut little lines, so you have like pre-made lines. So I just thought we would try it. I'll also link where they did it. Maybe they did it better than me, probably, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Also, I don't condone holding a knife like this, so definitely don't let your children try it. You can just try it if you want. I mean, I'm not a pro at potato cutting. That looks okay, right? I'm not going very deep. I'm just going, I don't know, maybe a half an inch. Probably not even that. My sister got me a cookie cutter set of 101. Maybe we can make cookies on the show sometime, because that could be a whole art skill in itself. This is harder than it looks. I mean, personally, I'd probably just do like this potato, like without cutting it, you know, like just drawing in some extra lines. So we'll try it both ways and see which way looks better, because this is not looking good. It's a bit easier if you lay down the potato when you do it, so maybe I should have done that from the get-go. Okay, so we have a cut potato. I don't know if it's a good cut potato, but something. Oh, alright. I threw my envelope on the floor. There's my palette. I have acrylic paint. If you watched the last video, I'm sure you saw this. I'm going to put in some color. Here's my potato. I'm going to just put a color on each section. So we're gonna go ahead and press that. Ah! There's like nothing on there. Let's try pressing it down hard. There we go. Look at that. That one's a fail. I'm gonna try it again just to see if the paint will last for more than one time. It did. Nice. I love it. And I think, you know, most of the paint's kind of gone, so you could repaint it or you could put a different color on there. I think I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. And this one, I just thought I would try to paint it without cutting into the potato just to see what happens. So let's try it. Oh no! I guess you could fill it in. It looks pretty bad. Nope, nope, it looks bad. It kind of looks like a sunset though. The other one was definitely better, so I definitely suggest cutting into the potato. In the video, they used some glitter glue, so I thought we would try it. I have a pack. Let's see. Glitter glues. You can take this and put it down on your paper to trace. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I have this big pack of paper that I got at the Dollarama for like $4. I also, you can get thicker ones at Hobby Lobby, which I have in the past gotten them on sale for about the same amount for more paper. So if you have any of these, now would be the time to use it. I'm gonna use this little sprinkle looking one. It's pink and I really like this color, so I'm gonna put it down, and I think sprinkles are so festive. I'm gonna scoot mine to the edge to try to save paper. I don't like to waste paper. There, I put that down as a stencil, and then I'm just going to get a pencil and trace it. So one thing, if you do want this to fit in your envelope, you're going to either have to make a bigger envelope or a smaller egg. This will not fit in my envelope, so I'm going to put below this video a link to other sizes of eggs. If you want to make this into a card, I thought this would be a really cool postcard, but if you want to make it into a card that opens, all you're going to do is fold your paper in half like that, so when you cut it, you leave one side connected. You would put the egg closer to the edge like this, and then you're just gonna cut like that, and you're not gonna cut this part, so it'll stay hinged, and then you can flip it and it's gonna be a card. Also, this is already a perfect square, so I made an envelope, and my egg definitely would fit inside. It's up to you what you want to do. Alright, so here's my egg. I'm going to make some like little squigglies like they do in the photo, so I'm going to take a different color. So first, I think I will use the purple, and just draw some little squiggly lines. I know I've said this a lot, but it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm actually going to make it longer than it needs to be so I can cut it and use it twice. Also, I'm sure you can get a pair of scissors that are already crimped, so when you don't have to do this. Alright, so I cut out this little squiggly strip. So, we have our egg. I'm gonna put another color right here. I think I'm gonna kind of do what they did and do like a pink because I don't want it to be like too crazy. So I think I'm just going to kind of measure me a part out. I want to kind of be in the middle, so I'm going to use my egg and trace the side of my egg a bit. Just like that. And then I'm going to make a band and cut that out. I'm gonna get some Mod Podge. You can use just Elmer's glue or a hot glue gun. It's not gonna matter. Okay, then I'm gonna stick that on there. Then I'm just gonna put some glue on our squiggly. Ta-da! Now, as like the photo, they have a flower. I think I'm gonna go ahead and make it yellow, even if it might be a little bit crazy. I think it's gonna be okay. So I'm just gonna draw out a flower. You might be able to find like some scrapbook accents to use that you can buy online. But drawing a flower is pretty easy because you just have petals and they're all pretty much the same, so. Okay, I feel like it's a bit silly and lopsided. I think I'm gonna keep it like that though, and I'm just going to get some markers. I feel like it gives it a little bit of a whimsical look, so I'm okay with it. You guys can always print out a little flower and then cut it out. I'm just going to color the edges. If you're worried about your desk, just put something down. It's gonna be fine. Maybe you could use a different color and make it even more whimsical. I kind of like the yellow and black though. So while my hot glue gun heats up, I decided it might be fun to actually make a layered flower. So I'm gonna take that yellow one and trace it. Okay, and then I'm just gonna make it a bit smaller. So I'm gonna trace inside those lines. You want to stay like a consistent line. So if you do like a centimeter, you want to just continue with the centimeter all the way around. And then when you cut it out, you want to cut the inside line and leave the outside line. I know it looks a little bit like it belongs on the paint splotch of my bunny, but we're gonna make those into petals. I might crisscross like that because I think that looks cool. And I'm actually gonna make one more layer with the pink. Ta-da! Alright, now let's trace that in black. Alright, so now it's time to glue all the pieces onto my egg. So first I'm going to start with layering my flower. So I'm just going to put some glue in the middle and then put my purple flower on there. And I'm going to put the petals sideways so you can see like the yellow and the purple. Good. And then I'm going to try and do the same thing with this one if I can, like that. Good. So there we go. Let me know, what do you guys think about this? Does that look better than just the yellow, or should have maybe just done pink and left it at that? Or purple? And then I think I'm going to use a gem from this bag. If you watched the last video, then you saw this giant bag of gems, and I think I'm just going to pick something to go in the very middle, maybe this. And I think I'm actually gonna go with this big pink one. It's really extra, and I feel like that's what I'm going for right now. So let's glue that on there. Just put some glue in the middle. I don't like to put the glue directly on here. I like to put it on there and wait a minute, because sometimes it'll melt through this like shiny stuff and then you can see through it. So I like to put it on the flower, and then I like to just wait a second. Don't wait too long because it's gonna dry, but wait a second and then just stick that on there. Squish it down. Wait for it to dry. And then I really love that. It looks a lot better with that in the middle. And I also had picked out these little purple circles and these little silver sparkles, and I was thinking of either putting them around everywhere. I can see on the original they put like just 3 little sparkles, but I'm extra, as you can tell, so I'm not sure yet. I'm going to write Happy Easter on here like they did, but I'm gonna do mine in black since I did my flowers in black. You can always use like stickers if you don't like your handwriting. There. So it says Happy Easter, and now we're going to put some sparkles. So what do you guys think? I would love to see how all of your eggs turn out. So send me some pictures, you guys. Hello everyone, and thank you for watching my video. Thank you for making these envelopes with me. So I went ahead and colored in my rabbit and the little rabbit on the back. So I hope that you liked this envelope, and I'm excited to see all of your envelopes as well. There's my final card. And to match this card, I went ahead and decorated my giant envelope. Just made a little rabbit and a Easter egg, and on the back a chick with some stickers so my card can fit in there. I'm definitely interested to see how yours turned out. And just for an example, I went ahead and made this tiny Easter egg card where it's attached on the side like I showed you. So there we go. And finally, if you remember my potato craft, then I went ahead and made this card with some little potato eggs. So I'm really interested to see which method that you came up with, and if you like my video, please like and subscribe, and if you have any ideas for future videos, just comment below. I'm excited to hear from all of you. Alright, thank you. Bye.